legendary on the field. Kind of drip is a skill. It's the highest cruiser bill. Ain't nothing just to heal. Whisper on, spin move in zone. Scope for sideline, a touchdown. I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off. Whisper on, spin move.
A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. Oh, he sheds himself free. He's at the 50, 30, the 20.
Showtime today, baby.
Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 79 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the point after.
We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Escaping the pressure lane, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It is one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
First down, a run with Cohen. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
1-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
The 35 before he's taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that's what we just saw there. Not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
3 at the 44-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Cook. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Back to throw now on first down. To Jefferson on the slant. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Jefferson.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. On second down, it's Cook. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll drop the throw. Completes it to the fullback hand. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
23-yard line.
They'll let the QB keep it here off the option.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
Second and 8 coming up.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Trying to lay one up. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. 44 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
At the 35-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up inside the 10. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
Down Chicago.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now Cohen. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, stand ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
The Bears on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 22-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
He's got his man on the crossing route, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. We've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. First of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Logan Cook now, standing just outside his own goal line. On the return is Cohen.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. He'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson in the final seconds of the first half as the Bears push further out in front.
Dan Bailey lining up.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. On second down, Cook.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line.
28. Vikings 12.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5, brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this one go, and it's caught inside the 30.
Oh, my goodness.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Play there, 60 yards, and the Bears will extend their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
No, I can't go. Whoa, sometimes I need a check. Not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll try to run the option here. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
On first down, it's Cohen. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 33-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Left side, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Chicago.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They run. This is Cohen, and he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Again, it's Cohen. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. They'll pitch to Cohen. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 4 yards yards out. And the Bears continue to pour it on.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.